So, I'm fairly agitated right now. I feel like you can somewhat tell. My eyes keep going really wide when I'm talking. I'm just extremely irritable right now. But it makes it easier to remember to keep taking deep breaths. Something as simple as that does help, but it's also being frustrated is a normal emotion, especially as someone who's young. But I cannot let this frustration become an overwhelming force that I just lose control of who I am. Frustration's normal. Anger is normal. Sadness is normal. Happiness is normal. Every feeling and emotion you have is normal. They're fine to talk about because they are normal. They are real things. They're not made up. They are real things and they're all normal. But I'm currently extremely agitated. But I am doing my best to handle it like the near adult that I am and grow. Because if I'm frustrated about something, it's something that can teach me patience. So that's how I'm looking at this. I'm like, when I get antsy or agitated or frustrated or anything, I get like itchy. So like I'm like actually like this. I'm doing my best to itch it, take a deep breath, get my head on my shoulders straight, and just relax. It's okay. Nothing I'm doing right now is going to last forever. It's not going to last nearly forever, actually. These are all spur of the moment things that won't affect me. Probably before once today's over, they're probably not affecting me anymore. And I just need to remember that. And I think that's how a lot of things are. It's like, just because one thing goes wrong does not mean you're doomed. You know what I mean? Because a wall falls down doesn't mean the house is messed up forever. Yeah, you got to rebuild the wall. Okay, the house is still standing, the foundation's still there. Not even that. Frustration's just like a little hole or crack in the wall. That one little crack isn't going to make the house fall over. It's okay. Take yourself out of the moment a little bit. Breathe. Think about, how long is this really going to affect me? If it's going to affect you for a bit, okay, maybe give it some more thought. If it's going to be like no longer affecting you in a few hours, few days, don't let it get you down. There's way more. Think about how much you would kill your own enjoyment of just life or everything by just staying sunk in your agitation. Because at the end of the day, you create your own enjoyment, whether you believe it or not. Because it's like, some people are like, oh, my friends make my enjoyment. You make your friends. You pick when you hang out with them. You get up saying what you do. So you're creating your own enjoyment. And when you're with them, if you're deciding to be the stuck-up friend that's annoying, or the friend who's being active in the moment, you're creating your enjoyment. Every decision you're making is fluctuating with your enjoyment. And I think most people normally pick something that is good when it comes to enjoyment, and that is live a little bit more in the moment. So just almost just letting loose a little bit. And that's okay. We all need it. There's obviously a difference between not taking life seriously and just having some fun, but everyone is fine taking these moments to themselves. We all live stressful lives one way or another. No one lives a stress-free life, because that's just not life. We all have things that we think about, that we struggle with. And it's just, some people manage to let loose and deal with it a little better. That's okay, because everyone can learn how to manage their own agitation and frustration in ways. And so they're still enjoyable. And they themselves are enjoying themselves, which will therefore make them more enjoyable. It just takes some development, I guess. It takes some conscious thought for sure. It's also hard because you're not constantly frustrated. Well, I would assume you're not constantly frustrated. You might be going through some where you're constantly frustrated. But even with that, there's no one's life that has absolutely zero bright spots. There has been at least one bright spot in every single person's life, I would like to assume. And so that's just proof that these frustrations, these agitations, these problems that you're having are not forever. They're incredibly temporary. And honestly, your frustration probably causes yourself more problems than anything. And that's okay. You just need to recognize that. You need to learn. Think about it. Think about how can I take this and make myself better because of it. Even just since hitting the button that says start recording, I have gotten incredibly much more calm because I've actively been taking a sec, breathing, just relaxing, and it's okay. I'm okay now, and I know I'm okay. I knew I was okay before, but I was too agitated to recognize it. Same with like small things of pain, especially people that are going through like an injury like I am. Today at PT, this lady is moving my leg around, stretching the scar, burned, but I wasn't making it worse than it actually was by staying calm, being like, it'll be over pretty soon. And whenever she stopped, it felt much better. So just thinking there's a balance to not live in the future, and so being always stressed, not enjoying yourself at all. But there's also a difference between living too much in the present and living too much in the future. Because people that live too much in the present, they make stupid decisions, and decisions with really big consequences, all because of how they're feeling in the moment. So then they get in trouble, something happens that affects their whole life. You're affected for your whole life. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just not good. A decision you made when you were anywhere from I'll say genetically or biologically, you start making your stupid decisions around 14. So you're telling me from 14 to 20 to 25, you've made some decisions that are going to affect you for your whole life. There is more to life than your late teens and your early 20s. That's the glorified part, but there's more parts. So not doing the thing that you're thinking, oh, this is going to be so good. Not doing that thing right when it comes into your mind, so much more beneficial. Because we're living in these glorified periods. I'm talking obviously my age group, but it's you're looking at these glorified periods of your life, thinking, oh, I'm going to do everything. I agree. Live while you're young, make some mistakes. Do not do anything detrimental to your whole life. Then there's a complete opposite end of the spectrum, living too much in the future. Those are the people that refuse to do anything because they're investing on their future, when in reality, you're not living your life. You're living for your future life. But guess what? This is going to suck because you didn't do anything here except focus on this. You know what I mean? So it's I'm saying there should be a balance. Because if you're living all the way out here, you aren't able to appreciate what you're in. And it's the opposite. Well, if you live right here, you're not understanding. You have to think you're the same person here. So there's a balance. Shouldn't be a 50-50 split. you should spend some time with you now, with your friends now, making some mistakes, living your life. And you should also think about, is this going to negatively affect me when I'm 30, when I'm 40, when I have a family? If you have a family. If you don't have a family, but you want one, maybe it's because of some mistakes you've made. And so it's just, I guess, thinking in the more broad is basically what I've been trying to say. But that's, I think, about all I have to say. It was pretty quick. Wow, it's been almost 11 minutes already. But anyways, thank you for watching. That was a very easy one to talk about because I was incredibly frustrated at the start of this recording, and I think you can probably see as I start explaining my thoughts and what's been going on, I kind of come down from my frustration. I grow, like here, like you can see me start detaching, thinking. So thank you all for listening to that and watching that, and I appreciate it. And yeah, I love all of you. Please stay safe. And I believe that's all. Thank you for watching. And there's probably no video tomorrow. I've been doing pretty good with daily uploads, but there's probably no video tomorrow. I'm going to be out pretty late. There's a football game. I'm going to be recording it. So, all right. Later.